Welcome back to another episode of Founders Club. I'm your host, Dez DeCosta, and here with me today I have Anastacya. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, darling.
Of course.
And thank you for pronouncing my name correctly.
You have such a unique and beautiful name. I wanted to make sure I said it correctly. You
Thanks. No,
are you are a woman of many different facets, so we're going to get into all of that. You've been also dubbed a troublemaker, artist, and entrepreneur, so we're going to get into all of that right now. You've built a life and a reputation across multiple industries, and now you've made a major move from Dubai to LA. Walk us through what a typical day looks like for you and how you stay grounded across everything your teams are building.
honestly, I always say just one word, which is called discipline. You see where I'm coming from? I grew up in a very conservative family, and since my childhood, I was doing sports professionally. So, I just cannot live without having one simple thing, which I repeat every single day, which is normally like I pick a sport because, I'm a person of multi sports. Right now it's gym. So every single day I go to a gym, no matter what's going on in my life. It's like I'm dead, I'm sick, I'm happy, I'm pissed off, I'm angry, whatever I feel, I just go to the gym. Even if last night was a great party, at the morning it's still a gym. So that actually puts me somehow like into the mood of like, yeah, I am in charge of my life. Like I control everything because I can control myself. Something like
Absolutely.
this. I would say discipline, just like commit to yourself.
Yeah, discipline's a big deal, especially when you have as much as you do going on. And you've made a major move now. The decision to leave Dubai and plant roots in LA is not a small one. What was it about the moment in your life that made that move feel necessary? What was that one moment?
Wait. First of all, I did not really leave Dubai. So
Okay.
I do have my mom in Dubai. I do have my paperwork in Dubai. I do have business in Dubai. I do have my exhibition coming in November in Dubai. I do have a lot of things to my friends and family. Like I did not leave Dubai. Um, Second of all, well, it's not like I really made a major decision. It's like I flew for an event to San Diego, and then one morning I wake up and I was like, wow, there is a conflict in GCC region. So then I was like, honestly, it's kind of ironic because I moved my mom from Ukraine for the same reason, actually, to Dubai. And then she sends me the message. It's like, yeah, thank you very much, darling. You say nothing ever happens in this, like in UAE. And like, here I am, you're in America, and I'm like here under certain things which we don't really comment because people in UAE, we don't really make a comment about the situation in GCC. Long story short, it was not really my decision. It was like the stress happened. And luckily for me, I performed the best under the stress. So then when I understood that my flight not only postponed but canceled, I was like, okay, nobody knows how long I can when will I be able to go back, when the conflict will be resolved. So I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do? And then my brain started like thinking of which business am I supposed to like bring here? What am I going like to duplicate my work in LA, or like shall I stay? What can I create, etc. And then normally it's never one thing, it's like multiple amount of things getting to my head, and like I just have to make that happen.
Yes,
So I
and
decided to stay.
I love
But
it.
like it's
Thank
not
you for
like I left Dubai, like I'm in
yeah.
between.
Thank you for clarifying. That
Thanks.
makes perfect sense, and you're very flexible in what you are able to do with your life because you have so many things going on. You're operating at the intersection of art, business, and philanthropy, amongst other things that I know I'm leaving out. So, when a new idea comes to you, what does the process actually look like? From the first instinct of you getting the idea in your head all the way through your teams bringing it to life and you bringing it to life.
Well, normally it works like I'm a bit crazy, so like I can do whatever, and then like boom, it's in my head, and then it's like so annoying. It's literally making this like zzz sound until I actually make it happen. So then I have to call, like I always say, instead of, it's not even about the money anymore. It's like you need to have right people. So I prefer to say you need to have like nine best friends, sort of like colleagues, whatever, and then just make it happen with them. like make sure that you pick the right people and you know how to explain your idea. Because my problem is that I sometimes do startups. So at the very beginning, I'm so excited that I cannot really, like, my ADHD brain, it's like we cannot focus, you know. So I'm like, I'm going from one topic to another, and there is no connection in between. And then like my whole team is sitting there. It's like, so what is actually the idea? What is the final version? I was like, okay, okay, okay. I will like breathe and tell you guys. So
Yeah.
just like make sure you have right people to talk to, right people to work with, and yeah, you're sharing your ideas with somebody. You're not doing it on your own.
I love that. The resourcefulness behind what it takes to perform at
I
the
Yeah,
caliber. Yeah.
I believe in like teamwork, you know.
Yes. Well, where do you pull your creativity from? You mentioned that there's like this little buzzing in your head, and I get that, and you need to then bring it to life because it's something that you need to do. Is it, the creativity from the cities that you travel to, the people around you, or something more internal? Where does it come from?
Well, you see, if we sum up everything what I just mentioned before, so it's like discipline brings me to feel good about myself and therefore have like this peaceful mind, I guess. And
Mm.
then stress makes me think faster of like, what are my actions supposed to be to make my life different right now? Or what can I do tomorrow to change it? Or what can I do not tomorrow, but immediately, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of it just like making the things happen, you know?
I love
So I
how
would just sum it up. Mm?
yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I love how you embrace both sides. You can work very well with the pause and being able to reset and relax a
Eh,
bit, but
Yeah,
also the discipline and needing to run and make quick decisions. Yeah.
well, I'm also very, very like spiritual person. I
Yeah.
wouldn't call myself religious necessarily, even though my family is like Christians, but I do really believe in the like higher power. I do believe in the universe. I think I can talk about it for a very long time, but like if I would need to sum it up, I think it's not coming from what I am. It comes from like above power, you know?
I
And
hear
when it
that. Yeah.
comes to me, I'm thankful and grateful that actually I'm gifted to have this idea, and therefore I feel obliged to make the best out of it, especially when it comes to philanthropy.
Yeah.
Not often, but sometimes when I know that I can help, I think it's my duty to actually make that happen. Not
I love
just talk
that.
about it, just like
Yeah.
shut up and do it, you know? That's like my credo in life.
Well, what an honor. And the thing is, like, I love how you feel like that's your responsibility, like you said, your duty to give back. Because I so see that in what you're doing and how you help your communities that you're in. And like, you've been in LA for, I think you last told me 2 months, 3 months maybe, and
Couple of
even
months.
couple of months, right? And even in the short amount of time that you've been in LA since coming from Dubai, you've made some impact. So I'm like, really
Thank you.
amazed. Yeah. So, with everything that your teams are running simultaneously, the projects that you have, how do you protect your focus and make sure that the decisions that only you can make are actually getting your attention? How do you manage?
Um, Many years ago, for understanding this, I will tell you about my biggest screw up ever. Many years ago, I had a project which was like $1 billion idea, which does not happen often in your life, at least in my life. And then I tried to implement it, but my ego was not in the correct place. So I was thinking that I can do most of the things on my own because I wanted to cut the cost, right? And I didn't want to share a pie because the idea was so great that I was like, "Yay, I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna do it!" And then boom, I failed. I did not do it, and it did not work. And it did not work not because the idea was not worth it, but
Mhm.
because actually my ego was on the way. So I learned one simple thing: delegate. So
Mhm.
just like organize people around you who can do the like micromanagement is everything from my perspective. Delegate the tasks which other people can do and leave only the decision process of the final thing to yourself. So I would have people deciding a lot of things, and I always, like, whenever I hire somebody, I say, please just make sure that you decide like 99.9 in a period things on your own, and only this micro 1% of mine just like ask me. But the rest, I don't want to like, I don't want to know. I don't want to care. I just want the things done, you know?
Yeah.
So delegate, just delegate. And then you have all the time in the world to focus on the main things. But you see, I fail in some personal things. So I sacrifice, like, if my job is like, getting me, sometimes it's hunting me because it's a bit too much, then I can forget to get myself an internet in a new place, or like, I don't know, order a milk, something like
Yeah.
this, you know?
Right, right. But the big decisions are handled for the most part. It's just like these
Hmm.
smaller things. So
Yeah.
you formerly talked about how gym and sports is big in your life, and you've been very disciplined and to maintain that in your entire life. What is another thing that you do consistently, a practice, a ritual, something that's a non-negotiable for you that you would recommend anyone trying to operate at the same level that you're at?
Um, okay, despite sports, I'm honestly very thankful and I talk a lot to myself, but it's not really to myself, it's to the guts inside of me, which I call a universe, whatever. So I would be like, sometimes when things are going south, I'm like, okay, you know what? I just not gonna do anything. I'm gonna have a little chat with myself. And I was like, why is that happening? And then it's like I probably appear for others as a crazy person, so I try to do it by myself. Um, but I also say thank you. I think I always say, like, sometimes I catch myself in a moment where, like, I'm driving a car and I'm so happy because the sun is shining and I'm in LA, and like I just feel happy. So I would say it aloud. I would say thank you for giving me this life, or thank you for making this life happen. I'm thanking myself, my family, my friends, God, universe, Buddha, call them however, like everybody, literally.
Mhm. Well, great gratitude is a big one, and
Mm.
I love that you put that at the forefront of your day, and that's something that you called out in today's podcast. I'm really excited for everything else that you have in store. What's coming next that you're genuinely excited about?
Can I just say, Adam? Well, I do have a crazy startup.
Yeah.
So you remember I said that like many years ago I had $1 billion idea. I think that
Yes.
you can make millions each year. You can have $1 million idea, mostly like every couple of years, to have like an idea which can potentially bring you 1 billion. It's like one in a decade. So that's the second time which it happened to me in my life, and I'm not letting it go until it's done. So like that is the new thing which I'm mostly focusing on, despite everything else what I'm already doing.
Wonderful. Well, Anastasia, the thing is, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about this yet, but I heard that you will be in Miami. And is that something that you're able to talk about? How are you feeling around
Uh,
that?
yes, I think I am. I mean, I did not ask the guys who are responsible for me talking or not talking. But yeah, I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow. Surprisingly, I will be catwalking. That's like something, being on a runway reminds me of my childhood because I used to do modeling when I was a kid. But since I was a teenager, I just like quit, never came back. So that's might be very interesting experience. But I'm excited. It's also another thing. How do I get inspired? Like
Mm.
forcing myself out of a comfort zone. Just do the things you normally don't do. Make you feel like different somehow. Plus, you have adrenaline.
Amazing. Well, we're so excited for you and cannot wait to see what the photos look like, the videos look like, and everything. I think by the time that this is out in the ears of listeners, this podcast, we will already be able to see your amazing performance on the catwalk. So cannot wait to see all of that. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank you.
Anastasia.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. Thank you.